This is where love gets honest. We've been searching through the noise, trying to hear our hearts speak clear. Yeah, dating with intention now, letting go of fear. Learn to love me first, yeah. Healing all my scars. Now I'm showing up whole, knowing who you are. No more settling for less. I choose truth, I choose me. If it's real, let it grow. If it's fake, let it be. Affirm the real. Love that feels, love you can feel. We speak life, yeah, we reveal. Hearts align, this love is real. Affirm the real. Love starts here.
All right, brother. Before we get started, Instagram is doing a little slow, being a little slow today. Why?
Yeah, I love that intro though. That's pretty damn tight, man.
Yeah, let me see what's going on with them. Oh,
Yeah, IG gotta get with it, man. What's going on?
mess with my emotions, Smokey. Why you want to do that to me? Give me 1 second because
Why you wanna play or hate on me?
what you know about that,
Why
bro?
is this thing doing? No, I don't need this thing to restart. Why?
You still broadcast on YouTube though, so don't say nothing crazy.
I'm not saying anything crazy. I'm just making sure the computer don't try to restart because it keeps saying a Windows update. Well, I'm not finna hit nothing. How about that? We're finna roll with it.
We going live now. Instagram done got his shit together, or me or one or the other.
We're doing it live. We're doing it live. Let's
All
go.
right, welcome to Data Affirm The Real. I'm Marcus Goodwin. That is who?
Don, aka Junior Liddy, poet.
All right, Data Affirm The Real. This is where real gets real. But no, before we even get started, let's put the disclaimer out. These are our thoughts, our opinions, and our experiences. These we ain't we are about open dialogue, communication, and just listening to one another's. We always want to keep it positive. We're not about the negativity. We're about moving forward and never moving backwards.
Yes, sir.
Only thing behind us is lessons. When we look back, we gotta see what we learn and move forward. That's what we trying. That's what we trying to promote here. That's how we trying to live our lives.
Yes.
So, but with that being said, Don,
Yes, sir.
tonight's topic: do you know what you want? Why dating without direction keeps you single?
Of course.
So, the reason this topic came up, I was watching a clip. It was just a show called Dating Download. I need to go investigate a little bit more. Let me see if I got a picture of it somewhere on my computer, and I do not. I thought I did, but what they did, it kind of like what they do is they go on to talk to a person. With the clip I saw, they talk to a person, and they, ask this, and they take them. They give them a date, a blind date, and whatnot, and the host talks to the it was talking to the lady. In this case, it was a lady talking to the lady, asking questions and like, "What's your experiences? What you talking about?" And this and that. And one of the things I noticed was the confusion about what the hell you want. You know,
Confusion.
you know, you need. We all say we got a direction on what we want to, what we want to see, what we want out of a relationship, or we want in our future mate or partner, I should say. But is it real? Is this really what you want, or is it really a direction? Is it really something? Is it something sustainable? Something realistic? Or are you just being shallow? So, for instance, Don, what you want when you go out when you go dating? What you looking for?
I'm looking for communication. compatibility, understanding, and overall just someone who loves. Um, that's not hard to ask. That's not hard to explain, and that's direct, sincere, and straight to the point.
What qualities you looking for?
Qualities that would transcend into someone who can make a great partner, relationship wise, a great friend, even if it doesn't develop into a partnership. A great friend, someone who understands me, because I'm going to explain exactly what I'm seeking, what I want, and what I desire. So if you can understand and comprehend that, it makes it even better.
Yeah. So I mean, let me explain something, or let me show something to show you.
Go ahead.
When somebody says, "I want what I'm looking for," does it? A lot of times it starts with the physical. Then it comes, and sometimes you hear them after the physical. Then you go to the income. Then you get to the other stuff. Like I want them to be caring, uh, understanding.
Okay.
So if you say you try to highlight a lady, and she says, "No, you good. I'm good. You're not light enough or tall enough for me."
Spoken Visions. Thanks for joining, Floyd. Peace, fam. Appreciate that, sir.
What would be your first reaction or first thought?
Hmm. My first thought. Repeat that last part again. I want to make sure I
So if
heard
you
that.
go try, so now if you go go holler at this lady, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she says, before you even get mention your deliverables,
Uh-huh.
like it's a damn profession. She says, "No, you're not light enough or tall enough for me."
My first thought would be: are you limiting your options based on a perception?
Yeah, it could be. You know, now what if she says to you, she walk up to you and you walk up to her and you start, trying to try to holler again. And another one, she says, "I don't think you make enough money for me," without
I would
knowing
be
you.
I
Go
would
ahead.
be shocked because unless we discuss that within the first 5 seconds, how would she assume what a financial situation is? Not everybody wears their money in clothes or out lavishly to where it exudes some type of financial confidence. Some people like to be low key and not show the amount of money that they have. So that would be something I would ask.
Why? Because you're at this point in time, I'll probably already make my good chance I might already make my decision about you.
Yeah, you're right. You don't have to explain. You don't have to explain anything. However, if the conversation continues, that is your opportunity to explain that. If it doesn't get to that point and it's straight stone face killer and cut you off, then you step away politely and say you have a nice evening. And end of that.
Right. So what I'm getting at is, but there's now these opportunities or these potential people you was trying to talk to, they didn't say they was taken, so they was single.
Hmm.
And let's think about at our age
Hmm.
and being single, your options are getting smaller and smaller, right?
I would disagree.
Okay, talk to me.
And I disagree. I'm at an age now. Well, you may have heard this. I can date the grandmama, the mama, or the daughter. So it depends on how I feel on the flow. But with that being said, the options are not limited. It depends on what you want, and within what you want, within what you're seeking, will exclude those that don't fit the profile. I don't want to label, but it doesn't fit what you're actually seeking. So if I'm seeking someone who's of like-mindedness, who likes cigars, who don't mind having a conversation that's deep and intellectual. It doesn't have to be sexual. We're talking philosophical details. That may eliminate 50% of the field right there.
Okay.
They're available, but I don't want them. I want someone in my mindset that gravitates towards this, right? Who can move mountains with thoughts and ideas without physical exertion. If you can do that, I'm sold. I'm sold.
So I get what you're saying,
Yeah.
but I'm looking at on the other end.
Okay. Yeah.
You the deep you deep water Don and shit.
Bring it back to 3 levels.
Yeah, but these ladies say you don't make enough for me.
Okay.
How many?
I've
How
heard
many?
that.
Yeah, but how many men do make these requirements that you can come out off the rip say you don't make it? You don't. Your income is not where I need to be. It should be for me to date me because we're at our age and let's say she's I don't know
Mm-hmm.
40,
Mm-hmm.
40 between 40 and 45. And she's probably dating a bracket of 45 to 50,
Mm-hmm.
41, 40 to 50. These are desirable men. There's a good chance that I'm gonna take it. I mean, am I wrong? So, do you remember Kevin Samuels?
Yeah, he's dead. No, bless
Yeah,
his
I
soul.
mean, yeah, the rest of-
Yeah.
yeah, he's dead and gone. I didn't agree with a lot of stuff he said, but some stuff he had a valid point with.
Yeah, he had a very hard truth that people have to swallow the pill and digest it, and a lot of people didn't want to do that.
Right. So, you saying the first thing I want is a tall, light skinned man who makes a certain amount of money. Well,
Wow.
that is or a tall man who stays in the gym with a nice body.
You saying light skinned men come back?
Oh, hey, dog. Don't
uh,
don't hate the complexion, hate the game. But anyway,
exactly. Not to get off the topic of Floyd said, if a woman told me that I didn't make enough money for her, I would say, okay, enjoy your night. Exactly, Floyd. That's exactly what I'm saying, because this is a very unique conversation. Because as Marcus knows, I've been on that other side, right, where the financial means was there. Unfortunate circumstances kind of kicked me down a peg or two, but I've been there. And then even that situation, I was taken, but it doesn't stop people from still trying to shoot their shot per se, right? And he's like, oh well, I'm already taken, I'm already spoken for. I thank you, but no thanks. So we are out there, and then those that don't have that same status quo are still out there. And even though I'm still not at that level financially, I'm still being asked, I'm still being spoken to by other women when I'm just going grocery shopping. So it's something that I feel that will always continue if a person carries themselves in a certain way. Now, if you're out there thugging it out and shooting switches at night and thinking you own the world, that may be limited to what your particular uh, stream of people who are looking at you, right? But if you are someone who's of a different cut of cloth, the opportunities will always present themselves because they are seeking that. Again, they don't know your financial status, but they're going to seek you because you're a well-mannered man, you're well-groomed, you're well-spoken. That carries a ton amount of weight compared to somebody who's walking in hostility.
yeah. So I got you. Now, so I'm gonna speak from a male point of view
Yes, sir.
before I get on women because this is topic is both sides of the coin.
Yes, sir.
A lot of men, so a lot of men, shit, that's up. Guys, will say when they ask them what they're looking for. Oh, I didn't cue the clip today. babe. Um, a lot of men will tell you, you all get like, I just wanted she gotta be this or this and that, or she gotta be sexy, she gotta be freaky, or this is what it looks. This is what reaction when you say we're looking for a woman, or I want her to bring me peace.
Okay.
Now, what I'm going with that is compare that to the things you just said.
Mhm.
How can I translate? How could that be translated to what the qualities I'm looking for in a woman to be my partner?
That's a
You
good
know,
question.
you
That's a
know,
damn good question.
I want,
Mhm.
I got, because I just can't say those and expect me to find something.
I think the answer, if this is the answer, you don't have to say anything. But the conversations are just in the aspect of talking with someone. Just think hypothetically, not you, but I'm gonna put me since I am single. I'm at a Target shopping for groceries, and I see a woman struggling to get something off her top shelf, right? Now, I'm a man. I'm gonna look. Oh, she looks nice. Maybe this is my opportunity to interject a conversation just to see if I can break the ice. Ma'am, let me help you with that. And oh, you're tall. Ooh, strong arms. She may be thinking that internally. And next you know, we have a nice conversation right there within 5 minutes. Nothing else may have transpired after that. But within that 5 minutes of the conversation, discussion that was being talked to, you can ask some hit and miss questions, and you can see where her personality is at. Is she in the right mindset? Is she married? If she married, you already know that you ain't got a chance. All right, move yourself, move around. But if she's single and available, you may just say, hey, I did enjoy this conversation. What are you doing for coffee later on or later on this week? And she says, no, thank you. I'm not interested. Okay, fine. You don't have to say, well, I'll make $100,000 a year. I think I'm financially set. Let's go meet. You don't have to even say that. She's making a decision for you based on what she's seeking. Even though the conversation or the situation may felt mutual and sensual, that's it. It was just a situation
Yeah,
at that moment in time.
but what I want to really dig into is what direction are we going? Like, I had a bunch of failed relationships because I said I want her to be sexy, bring me peace. What kind of fucking direction is that to me? You
That's not.
know,
Yeah. Yeah. Go
can
ahead.
you say, I need a woman who's able to compliment me building this life together. She can I need her to I would like for her to be compassionate for no have a compassion for homeless. Or not gonna say homeless, but compassion for this. I need her to say she loves kids and she want to help, I don't know, me raise my kids. I need a woman to say, all the things I need a woman. Let's say I'm trying to think of another some ex, concrete directional things when I'm dating. I need a woman, or would like a woman who know who's also driven in her field of career. You know, those things about
Let me get.
direction. But yeah, because what happens when we not looking for the direction? We just dating on pure instinct.
Let me hit you
That
with a
we're in love with
comeback.
ourselves. Go ahead.
Let me hit you with a comeback then to those statements that you said. Again, you don't have to say anything. And when I say this, let me clarify.
Please
Some
do.
people some people are confused because there are so many options. If a man walks into a room with 10 women, they all fine, you're like, damn, 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 damn. I don't know which one I want. Okay. Again, he's confused because there's too many options. He's not focused. But if your man is saying he wants someone who likes community service, he wants someone who helps the homeless, he wants someone that has a caring heart. Again, you don't have to say it. If he goes out and does those things in the community, if he goes out to these events where these things are happening, he will see that person that's also doing that. That's how you make that connection. Quit asking and maybe do. You're saying you want a woman who's nice. You say you want a woman who's kind. You say you want a woman who's fine. What are you doing to get into those situations where you're meeting these right people? I right now I'm not dating, but I do go out and meet people. Like I go to a grocery store where I know they're going to be people who are even keel minded. I go to bookstores. I go to a library. I go to a cigar bar. I go to a coffee shop. I will meet people who can have a conversation intellectually for 30 minutes to an hour. And again, the conversation will tell me whether or not if this is an opportunity or if this is a person of interest. I don't have to say anything. We're just having a conversation. The conversation itself will carry itself. And that's what I mean about that. What are people doing? They say they want this, but are you doing something to meet like-minded people? You can't go to the club and say, I want a nice woman. You can't go to a strip bar and say, I want somebody who wants community service. She's riding every community dick in there.
First of all, going to strip club, it can be considered community service. But But second, no. You have a point, but a lot of that can be through conversation when dating. Because first of all, majority. Let's look at this. Let's be real. Majority of things are not. I'm out here and I'm gonna meet the person.
Mm-hmm.
The average person is got a lot of time just trying to make it.
Yes, true.
Or these sometimes these streets ain't kind, so we do a lot of online or through conversation first because I'm not going to be able to do all that all the time. And a lot of times we meet people through different sources. So
yes.
no, the conversation has to be had. And we can but you got to understand before I spend all my time or spending my time focus on you, these are what I need. Because just saying you look good then still got me single. Or you have a good career, still got me single.
Yes. Yes.
One of the things you just had all this, but one of the first things you said earlier was communication. But all the shit you just said dealt with communication. So
Yeah.
you was already demanding that stuff from the get-go or looking for that stuff.
And that's what I'm saying. It's going to happen. The communication is going to happen. I don't have to, I guess maybe in a different word, I don't have to say it, right? If I go to a cigar event, there will be communication. I don't have to get on the stage and broadcast it to the world. Hey, everybody, I'm here for communication. That's what I mean by that. The communication is going to happen. I can sit in the corner, smoke a cigar, and not say two words to anybody, but people still going to come to me and speak, and we're going to talk. And during that conversation, you can unfold a lot of information. And that's how I like to do it. Maybe it's the way I do it compared to mainstream and the way society is portraying it online or in social circles or things of that nature.
So real quick, I couldn't post this. So Hardcore Healing Pin Coach says, if you are asked on a show or dating profile, what you want. Wait a minute, hold on. I gotta bring the thing closer to me.
Sure, no worries.
These eyes ain't working like it used to be. All right, she says, if you're asked on a show or dating profile, what you want, what would your answer be? And is it truly aligned with your genuine desires? So yeah, that's a good question because we on a dating profile, this and that, we got to scrub the AKA representative out. So the who you are really got to come through.
Yes.
And that's because right now when you're doing dating profiles or or shows or whatever, it's a race. I know when we talk about organically, let me put this comment up real quick. She says, organically meeting someone is different, but a lot of people can't answer the question of what they want because they don't know. And that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, get it. I mean, we're going to dive into that one. And do we actually know what we want or are we playing it by ear? And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We have to really understand because I applaud you because you know what you know what you want. But how many of us, even at 50, 40, whatever, don't just I don't know. I just want some. I just don't want to be on. I just want somebody. I want somebody who loves me. What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
A crazy person can love you. You may have no tires, and you might have no tires in a busted face, but a crazy person can love you.
Yeah.
What does that mean? We have to, the problem is we got to look into ourselves and dive deep and like, yo, what is good for me? What I really do I need to sustain happiness?
Hmm.
And when you can't answer that question,
Yeah.
it throws you.
It will.
So when you don't have a freaking clue, you can have a good time hanging out, but you can have a long time being lonely if that's what
Yeah.
if that ain't what you desire. And so how can person, woman or male, come into your life and meet what you need if you don't understand what you need? Think
That
about it.
is so
How many
true.
times you cook something, it says missing something. There's something missing.
Yeah.
And you don't know what that flavor is. You don't know what that herb is.
Yeah.
Because this shit could be good. But right
Hmm.
now they ain't hitting on nothing.
And
Or
they,
no,
yeah,
go ahead.
I got
So
you. Totally. And this is something of dire importance because there was years ago before I even got into the relationship I was previously. I was didn't quite know what I wanted. I'm saying this with the most honest truth. And I was dating a female. We were going out on dates, having a good time. She loved cigars and having a couple of drinks or two. I think I even shared this conversation with you. And then about 5 months, the 30, 60, 90 rule, and she asked me, she said, what are we doing here? What are we trying to accomplish? And it hit me because at the time I wasn't seeking that. And I told her, I'm not seeking a relationship. And I was just as calm and quiet as I'm saying now. And I said that, and she said, oh, okay. So thanks for letting me know. And that was that. And it hit me because I had to sit with that. I had to sit with myself and I had to reflect. It's like the opportunities again present themselves and I wasn't ready for it. So I made a vow that moment going forward, anyone that I do get with, that we're not going to be having these weird conversations. I'm going to be clear and concise with what I'm explaining, what I'm attempting to accomplish, and what I want to do. And if we do it and then 6 years later it don't work out, so be it. I'm giving it 125% of what I can do because I don't want to repeat that cycle again, right? I have
right.
to be understanding of what I'm asking and be able to give it and reciprocate that at the same time.
All right. You read that for me, Don, because I'm about to
Hardcore Killing Pen says, we saw a post yesterday from a man that says he's 63 and will die alone because no one wants an old widow man. A few women asked him what he wanted, and he said a good woman. It sounded like the guy we was talking to in the shop that night, right? At the cigar place. We went to the men's thing. Yeah, he was, yeah, a
yeah,
good woman, but he couldn't never give me the time to explain my situation, but he was trying to tell me what to do. Okay, yeah. Go ahead, sir.
exactly. So, but now let's think about what the hell is a good woman. I mean, come on. I just want a good woman.
Let me ask this question. He said he just want a good woman. Would you pertain that to, he's 63, so he's from another generation before us. Is that how they always talk? Because I listen to my uncles at that age, 63, 65 to 68. I just want a good woman. Is that something that old people say?
Well,
Compared to like now, we breaking it down. We're a younger generation. We're breaking it down. This is what I want. This is what I need. This is what I seek. This is what I like. We're not just saying we just want a good woman, a good man with a job, right? Just get a good man with a job. That sounds
settle-ish.
outdated. Go ahead. Yeah.
It's settle-ish. You're right. And but when you but you no but who has ever asked that them old heads what's a good woman?
You good point because no one is asking them. They're giving advice and you respect your elders. You listen to what they're saying. You're not questioning what they're saying, right? Should we questioning what they're saying? Unless it's having a deep conversation with one of your elders, then yeah, it may get a little bit more understanding beyond that. But yeah,
Exactly. So now, what I'm saying with this good woman ish, or I want a good man, you can't if you can't tell you can't define what that is, because a good woman for me is not a good woman for you.
mm, say it, sir. Come on,
I'm
Johnny
dead
Taylor.
ass serious. Yeah,
Come on, Johnny Taylor. Last $2. Let's go.
yeah, yeah. I'm a, how many? Well, hey, so how many breakups or whatever or pickup line? I'm a good man. What the hell's a good man? You ain't telling me nothing.
He ain't said nothing.
Are you checking the boxes I need for my happiness of me? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then we also got to look at. I'm talking about all these boxes and deliverables that we need for us for a partner. We also got to flip that shit. What the hell? What's unrealistic? Like we talked earlier. We talked about the in shape and whatnot. When we okay, so on paper, I might look like a good man. I ain't got the shape a lot of women may like. Does that make me less of a? Does that make me less of a good man?
Winter time coming up, bro. Women want us big guys. They want to keep warm.
Shit. It's Texas. It's 104 degrees outside. They, they want they want a big guy with a power bill money. Shit, fuck all that. Yeah, you gotta have AC with us big dudes. No, but what I'm getting at is
Yeah.
I want like I'll go back. I refer to the Kevin Samuel situation. I
Yeah.
want the 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 toned, tall, financially six-figure minimum partner. And me and my wife was discussing this the other day. She was like, "They're out there, but a lot of them make they're still out there. But how many are going to be faithful? Because these are probably the most desirable physically men out there. Just like it could be a woman. How many women can have the best body, whatever, most desirable, this, that, and other. It's gonna be, you can have all these rich men chasing her. Are they all gonna be faithful? Are they guaranteed to be faithful?
Hmm. Speak
We
on it,
don't know
sir.
that. We don't know that. But I can't speak from woman's side because it's limited. But we know a lot of men. I got all these women that holler at me. I make the money. What I say go is, if you don't like it, you can go, because guess what? As sexy as you are, I got another one just as sexy, if not sexier. So the value you bringing, this is the mindset. The value you're bringing is not valuable for real.
You got a
Because
comment
guess
there.
what? That this person may not be even be looking for what you're desiring, and because you don't understand what you want, you truly need, you fucking yourself.
You will be if you're alone. But we got a comment here from Angie B. Figure out what you want, need, desire with in, and not just on the surface of yourself. Let alone your mate. Write it out if you need be and make changes as you go along. Be true to the list and yourself. That's very important, Angie B, because a lot of people do not like to sit with themselves and have the time to think about their actions, or even in this situation, think about what it is they want. I've written this 1,000 times on pieces of paper, and I tear it up and I write it again and I tear it up and I write it again and tear it up, because I am trying to rewrite my wrongs. And I'm at that age. I don't want to be 63 telling me I'm looking for a good woman. I'm not going to be 63 saying I'm looking for a good woman. So I'm trying to rewrite my wrongs literally and physically. So I have to remind myself constantly, this is what I seek, this is what I desire, along with what I want. But at the same time, I have to be able to reciprocate. So speaking in general, I need to also have my actions reflect that. So If I'm saying I'm seeking for someone of desirable traits, I have to make sure that I'm bringing a desirable fashion too. I have to be well manicured. I have to be nicely dressed. I'm saying I'm overly in dress. I have to carry myself with status and speak well and not talk ebonics and slang and cuss everybody out that piss me off. If you seek something of quality, you also have to present quality.
Devil's advocate man here.
Go ahead, sir. I'm loving it. Let's eat this up. Go ahead.
If that's who you are, why am I changing?
You're not changing.
But
Well,
I'm if I'm a cusser and I just dress like I dress and I'm looking for a partner,
you're not changing.
I'm comfortable if I'm comfortable who I am, and this is who I present myself to be every day, and I like it. Why am I going to change it? I need to find somebody who's willing to accept that aspect of me.
You
Yeah,
may. You may go
now
through 10 of them. You may go through 10 of them, and you may be 63 when you do find them.
I mean, yeah,
Right?
shit.
Right?
I mean, you already got your. So let's think about it. That woman, the person you just talking about, they already got the ass hanging out with the pants hanging off. Shit. So they ready for a diaper anyway. Shit, pants about fell off. But don't. I see what you're saying. Don't expect this when you bring in that.
Yeah.
We gotta be realistic.
Yeah.
If I'm comfortable with those things like not really
Having
dressed
that
like
kid.
this,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and
Provocative.
I'm not expecting a woman or a lady with a business attire on, who carrying herself, with a confidence and the air about herself in a certain fashion. I shouldn't be expecting that's the one who's going to allow me to approach her.
Yes.
Not to say it won't happen, because we know even at our age, ladies will treat the less than is, well, in my
The
opinion,
thug.
less, yeah,
Amen.
thug, non-desirable to men, to me, in my opinion, like they're the king, and the one who's going to fight for your attention, your affection, who's going to try to meet those needs, are pushed to the side because they don't scratch the itch of what you think is sexy or desirable in a man, in the physical, in that way. But
Yeah.
that's you. But that's there across the bear. Hey, go for it. If the shit didn't work, the shit didn't work before. The shit ain't gonna work now. Have at it.
Yeah.
Somebody, hey, because for everyone who wants the dumb shit, there's somebody who don't want it. Who
Go ahead, sir.
No, I'm finished. I'm about to go in, and I'm about to lose control.
Calm down, sir. But let me ask you this question. So, if a man is dating with intentions, he knows what he wants, his desire and needs. Why is he entertaining the riffraff that we see publicized on social media?
Okay, I like that. I like that. We entertain the riffraff. And I'm
Yeah.
not, no, I'm not going. I don't know these ladies personally, so I'm not going to call them riffraff. I'm not going, or people personally, so I'm not going to call them riffraff.
Riffraff pertaining to the situation, not the person. The situation,
Okay,
like the loud talk or the demeanor that they may be presented in certain scenarios.
so say that one more time, because I might confuse myself.
So a man is dating with intentions. He has desires. He has needs. He has wants. But yet he is taking a woman out for dinner, and she's running up a $700 tab.
All right, so you came, you saw. If you didn't like that $700 tab, you should left alone. Two, if you can't afford $700, what the hell you do in that restaurant? Three, if you can't afford it but you don't like it, if you are to a point where you are saying I'm looking for a partner,
Mm-hmm.
and that's not a quality that you like, or that's something that's you stop it. And if hold on, you stop it right there. Or if you don't mind paying the $700, but you don't like that fact that they did that, you say, Thank you very much. I had a lovely dinner, but this is not where we need. I don't think we're on the same path. We don't see life the same.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
Exactly.
oh. And this is what. So this is another thing. So guess what? And I did it too. And I was stupid. Um, you are taking somebody to places that's not in a regular, that's not in your budget. So when they do run this tab up, you looking crazy because it's not in your budget. You had no business being there. Hey, if I'm not, I could just say, hey, and I shouldn't be ashamed, or I shouldn't be ashamed to say, hey, we can go to Eddie V's, but I'm just gonna let you know, I just want to do this because first, I just a day, I don't go to Eddie V's often, but I just want to have a nice meal and I want you to join me. This is what it is. Now we at 50, we should be able to have these conversations and
Before.
before, yeah, exactly. And now, depending on that person's response, guess what happens? You could be going or you could not be going.
Yeah.
We often talk about, when we coffee shop. You said coffee. I love go to, you know, simple things
Yeah.
can make, you know, I ain't gonna lie. I still go like to eat. So I like to eat. So yeah, if we want to say we're gonna go to, I don't know, Outback or Longhorn or even Ruth Chris in the money, right?
That man got some
But
money over there.
I said if that's an I and an F.
The high
Shit.
value band over there.
Yeah, no, it is.
Yeah,
And
Del Frisco's on a nightly.
yeah, we going to happy hour when they got the special, but we get that menu they don't give to the regular people. There's a menu like that happy hour menu that says $5.99, no, $20 for a steak sandwich menu.
Yeah. Let's
You
do
can
that.
you can only get it at the bar.
Yeah, you got to sit at the bar. Glorious. But we have a question in the comments from Angie B. She said, if you're seeking a person and they meet 10 of your 12 desires, can you tolerate the other two in moving forward with the relationship? And this is very important. I'm glad Angie B brought this up because the response to that is yes. Now, the other two, this may pertain to a previous topic we may have discussed when it comes to or those qualities or aspect of a person that you can accept. What if those other two are things that you may not tolerate? And you're trying to move forward with the relationship. What if one of those aspects is she's not the tidiest person? What if one of those aspects is she's not motivated? You have to motivate her every morning just to get out of the bed. 10 qualities out of 12 doesn't sound bad. But when you look at those other two qualities compared to what you are doing, are they compatible? That's a good question. I don't have an answer for that.
So I like your answer. That to me that was the answer.
Mhm.
You know, are these your unbreakables, your unbendables, or whatever?
Yeah.
What one of them uns?
Yeah.
And
Very good
you know,
question, Angie B, though. I like that.
yeah. So that's really a self reflection. And can you, because there's there's compromise and there's things you can't compromise on.
Hmm.
You can write this. We can write a list of everything we want in a partner.
Hmm.
Now okay. So now we dating with direction, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah. Yeah.
but now we gotta make sure we are dating in the realm of reality.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
because there's very few times somebody's gonna fulfill all of everything,
Yeah.
but also they may feel a area that you didn't know you that was a quality that you desired, that you needed, or that you wanted until it appeared in your face. And all right, another thing, but going back to the two, I had a supervisor one time he was married, he'd been married, I don't know how many years, 30, 40 years. And he always asks, and then people always ask him question, how did you know she was the one? And he Marcus, and he tell me, he say, hey, Filipino cat. His exact words were, the shit people do that bother me, When she do it, it does not bother me.
Oh, wow.
And I know for a fact some of that got to be true because
That's heavy. That's
I
heavy.
know some things that I do that only I can get away with my wife.
Mm.
If anybody else do it, she probably like, nah, I just can't deal with that. I just can't deal with that person.
I
But when
like
I,
that. I like
but
that.
I know it is. She may not come to my face and say it. Well, yeah, she would. But,
Watch your back. No.
but I'm gonna give you an example. If it's funny because I thought about this all day. Um, everybody knows she hates my driving, but when we started dating,
Hmm.
I was making a whole bunch of. We was coming from somewhere, coming from Trinity Park area. And
Hmm.
I'll make it. I don't know if I what the hell is wrong with me not looking at my GPS, not to be talking to her. Man, I got lost 3 times, and she laughed her ass off. And she said, I know I must like you because if anybody else, I'd prove me crazy."
This is an important question. I'm writing this down. I'm writing the aspects of this because both you, what you're stating, and then what Angie B proposed as a question is something that I need to make sure that I'm looking at going forward. Because saying 10 out of 12 seems like there is more likely will be compatible. I just want to make sure that if what I'm doing or the other person is doing doesn't upset me, then I'm cool with it, right? It's something I can ride with, right? I'm like, okay, shit, we good.
But now, don't be blinded by the nuance. Ooh, shit! That
Say,
is,
yeah,
yeah.
say it,
Don't be
sir.
blinded because this is new.
Ooh, that's a good one because you're trying to garnish favor.
Yeah,
So
or
that ass is fine, so I'm gonna let her get away with that, right?
yeah, you
6 months
know
later, you're like, oh, you still doing that bullshit?
exactly. So
Yeah,
don't get
right. And that's why I'm
blinded.
making that's why I'm making note of it.
Yeah, because that's easy to do.
Yeah,
That newness.
that new. I mean, it's I'm gonna leave it alone. But yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Hold on, we got another comment. Let me
Go
give it
ahead,
a
sir.
second.
Yeah,
So let me break.
let it breathe a little bit. Let it breathe. What we got
Here we
here?
go, right here. Go and read that for me, Don.
Hardcore Healing Pen. Dating without direction heads to situationships. Dating without direction leads to confusion. Dating without direction is a reminder to have direction. Yes, exactly. Agreed. As I stated in my previous comment, dating someone 5 months later, I'm confused because I didn't give a direction. I didn't point a destination. Taking the lead, a man should take that lead and point that destination. That way, there's no confusion. It
You're
was no
right. So look,
situationships. It is a relationship. You've defined that from the beginning, and I missed that opportunity. But again, I'm going to rewrite my room. So yeah, I will get another opportunity to fix that. So
yeah, and I'm gonna sit. Let's sit. I'm gonna sit with that for a second.
yeah,
Dating without direction leads to situationships. It doesn't lead to relationships. It don't necessarily lead to fulfilling the needs that you yearn
hmm,
for.
yeah.
But guess what? It also does block the shit that blocks someone who can.
Ooh,
You too
it,
busy messing with this situationship and you thinking it's something good, and but you in your heart and mind, it ain't hitting on jack because you ain't sat with yourself and says, and you looked at it, this thing got that. Oh, this is some pow yow, some good pow yow, and
yeah.
once again we get to that 63 to I need a good woman. You too busy trying to blow somebody back at old ass chiropractic eating motherfucker, and you talking about, but you want a good woman, but you don't know what the hell a good woman is because you ain't sat with yourself because you're too busy trying to be managed to figure out what's needed. Now you sit here looking lonely, probably on his post saying, "Hey, blah blah blah, come hug me," looking on lonely because you're a victim. We know all along you've been a damn culprit.
But let me ask you this question because you said blocking something that can manifest as something greater. Would that blocking be related to the fact that you are seeing somebody and you can't see past the panty line she got on, or is it because you're seeing somebody and she notices that and therefore it doesn't come into your peripheral view or backs out of the picture because you're with someone?
First of all, when you in situationships, all ships, situationships, cruise ships, relationships,
They all sell
take
it.
they all take time.
Yeah,
It they all apply your time. And one thing we don't have a lot of, especially at 60 something, 50 something, is dang on time.
yeah,
You ain't got time. You ain't enough time to wash your ass and take your ass and get an 8 hours worth of damn sleep. But you want enough time to try to jump on some cock and be and talk about
yeah. He said manage. That let you know he old school. He done at 65. Nobody said no damn manage. Check mark his ID. Make sure he ain't 72. Damn manage. Old ass. But yeah, you're hitting on it, man. Marcus is hitting on it. You're right. He is hitting on it tonight. Somebody that teed him off. He talking about powwow and manish and manny fresh. What are you talking?
y'all quit. Y'all leave me the hell alone.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Who say that? He may be 78. He already worked for the vets, right? Let me leave him alone. Yeah, he's saying stuff that old heads say. Marcus, man, that's good though. That's good stuff though, man. I like that. That's what we need, man. You have to put it in check, right? Because you got to have a self reflection. A lot of people don't do that enough, and that's why I'm comfortable within what I'm doing right now. I'm having he's old man. I'm having that self. Yeah, he just did turn 50, so he definitely yeah. But I'm having that self reflection now, and so again, back to what are you asking and what are you doing? Yeah, I say I want a good woman, but what does that mean? Okay, let me define it. I'm breaking it down, right? And now when I'm breaking it down, what am I doing to accomplish that? Am I going to places where these good women are at, right? Am I going to church? Am I going to a social event? I went to a social event Saturday for my company, AAA. Right? I didn't go to meet people, but it was the fact that I got out and I was able to mingle with other people within the company that I may not see on a daily basis. And I got to see them in a relaxing environment. And therefore, conversation can come more natural. People are more open to explaining things and talking about things that when you see them every day, it's all button up and get to work and don't talk to me. I got my head down. So again, putting yourself in situations where you can meet other people who may be of like mind. You never know what may transpire, but you have to be in the moment.
Right. So
79. Go ahead, sir. Yeah.
now I was saying, um, I know we're running a little close to the time, but I'm gonna make
Yeah.
sure if anybody got an on the spot while we shooting hot, y'all got a
Yeah.
question for us for the on the spot
He got a six
segment.
shooter. It's loaded.
Yeah,
You ready?
the on the spot segment. You can ask Don and I a question, and then it could be toward the topic, out of topic. We don't know what you're gonna ask. We're gonna just say it from the dome with our hearts, our experiences, and our truth and transparency. So get it ready because we ready.
Ready.
We're ready. So
Locked and loaded.
yeah, so dating with
Managed as hell. Go ahead,
yeah,
sir.
man, this head. Um, so
Yeah.
when last time you just got in the car and just went somewhere and drove? You don't know where
Mhm.
you're going. You just got in the car and went.
I haven't. Brakes out.
Exactly. God dang it. You see what I'm saying? You get in your car, gas 3, 4, 5, $6 a gallon. You
Yeah.
so dating is not cheap. Dating is time consuming. Dating is can be exhausting.
Yeah.
So if you're dating with no direction, you wasting gas, time, and effort.
Money.
So if you don't just a lot of people just don't get in the car and go.
Mhm.
For you crank that car up, you have a destination. You have a route.
Yeah.
These things that you need or require to for yourself to have a sustainable relationship or partner to get you the destination of being happy or in a relationship, those are your directions and your destination. Are you gonna make a wrong turn? Yes. It's inevitable. We all make wrong turns. You might turn too soon, might turn too late, or
Yeah.
we just didn't know whatever. It was a roadblock, a detour. But
Hmm.
what you do, the GPS says you set your GPS redirecting, rerouting.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
So this is what I'm saying. This is we gotta get more little direction and just think about it. What happens if we had this direction earlier in life?
We will be on a different trajectory. Situations will be the outcome of situations will be very different.
All right. So I think we might have an on the spot question. Let's get ready to hit this.
Let's hit it, man.
All right. Let me cue it up.
Cue it
Boom.
up.
I'm gonna change that music up pretty soon. I'm tired of that. I'm hit you with some fire.
Some DMX. What you want from me?
Oh, hey, don't tempt me. Don't tempt me. Let me bring up these questions.
Questions? I mean plural? Oh man, let's
Well,
go then.
it's
All right.
go ahead and start reading that down for me.
Hardcore Healing P and Co said, "Do you believe your list changes with time and how you, as a man, check in with yourself and observe that? Example: 2 years ago, you wanted X. How often do you check back in with yourself and what you have?
Let's see if there's more to it.
Notice about those changes. Oh, what you've noticed about those changes. I'm gonna go first.
Go ahead, because I got
Since
no, I got to read. We got to read two
I'm
or three times.
I'm the unspoken one. I'm gonna go first. Yes, I'm gonna say I do have a. I'm not gonna say a list because I already know mentally what I'm seeking. Now that does change because you go through life and you may be seeking certain aspects of a person. You get to know a person, and the more you get to know a person, you're like, oh, this person is not within the realm of what I was seeking, and that's fine. You don't have to make it so obvious and say, hey, you're not what I want. You can be like, okay, well, we had a good time, but I don't think what I am desiring is something that you may can provide, or even maybe something that I'm seeking that you are submitting to. So reluctantly go our separate ways, or thanks for the coffee and the conversation. And I always check that. I'm going to say, I'm speaking hypothetically because I haven't kept a list. Again, it's at least once a month, right? What am I doing? Okay, last month I did this and I accomplished this. So if I do this on a monthly basis, I can see the improvements of what I set out to do, goals, directions, and then I can check myself to see if I met that, did I fall short. It's kind of hard because I don't want to compare it to like work style goals, right? But I want to at least see myself improving in some aspects. Maybe I was too shy at first. Maybe I've opened myself up a little bit more. Now I'm freely having conversations with people, sharing parts of myself that I wouldn't even share 6 months ago. So that's the type of change and growth that I would like to see, or I am seeing within myself.
All right. So very first, very first thing it says, do you believe your list changes with time? Yes. What I wanted at 22 is not what I need. What I wanted at 45. What I wanted at 40 is not what I wanted at 45.
Mm-hmm.
So after being divorced, I wanted something. What I desired more was people more. It was into who appreciated me. That really didn't change, but how I look for it changed. How I accepted it changed. Um, who I wanted it from changed.
Mm-hmm.
I dated a lady. I don't know, 7 years ago, 8 years ago. I'm not sure. It was a lot. I really dated her because of physical.
Okay.
I really dated because of initial attraction,
Hmm.
and I start now. One of the things I really noticed that this is what I know I needed more. She was younger than me. She the desire what she wanted to do, I didn't desire to do, and that's why I
Okay.
noticed. That's one of the things I noticed. Like I need more than just this physical, because the physical attraction changed drastically when there was no substance to complement it.
Yes.
There's no substance in a relationship. Honestly, it wasn't even a relationship. I would call it more of a situationship,
Hmm.
because I treated half relationship, half as whatever the fuck I wanted to be.
Okay.
Now, it said gnosis is, do I check in with myself? Did I check in? After that, I did start doing check in more in myself. I started to start desiring the more of the substance. You know, I wanted more, and I wanted a certain fulfillment. And I have to check, do this lady I am going to date gives me that fulfillment.
Hmm.
You know, what then also what another thing has changed is how I'll allow, and this is not even in my current relationship. In my current relationship over the years we've been together, how I allow her how I let her elevate me. Not me being in the way of her making me better and something
Hmm.
for, or compliment me. Her, never say uplifting and not
Yes.
fighting it.
Yes.
A lot of times in my past, I was real big on just like blocking a blessing a partner brings.
Hmm.
Too busy trying to do for them and not letting them do for me and making me, you know. So the list changed. I was more about sacrifice and not just so. And in a way, I wanted. I think, without getting too deep, maybe I was trying to be a victim, saying I did this, I sacrificed this. But I'm getting off topic a little bit here. But yeah, I do. You do need list is always going to change, because you are always a person is always going to evolve, devolve, or move to the side, and how your partner is going to complement who you are in that moment, and how that partner is going to complement you 2 years down the line as you evolve
Yeah.
in- to your new version of yourself.
Yeah.
When you shed the skin of 2026 and you move into 2027, 28.
You said shed the skin. Are you becoming a caterpillar to a butterfly, or are you becoming a snake and just becoming a?
But why we
That's a
joking?
good question
Yeah,
because
but
you
why?
shed both shed skins.
But all part of nature. They're all part of the ecosystem. So
Okay,
what just be
so
we say one is beautiful, the butterfly is beautiful, but guess what? The snake keeps the rodents out your garden and run from your house.
I don't need no snake around my house. But
And we don't, but they serve a part of the ecosystem.
yeah,
So we once again look here. Do I need the beautiful butterfly, or I need somebody down these grass getting the job done?
mm. So you need some goons on your side. That's
Yeah,
what's
yeah. But it's all about, because metaphorically, the butterfly could be that buff dude that's got a income that's 200,000 a year,
mm.
flying around from flower to flower, pollinating.
Just planting seeds in it.
Yeah, pollinating other flowers, moving the plant. But the other one, but the other one's on the ground getting dirty, fighting, keep protecting what is his.
I like that. That's a
So,
good analogy, sir.
all right.
Make
Yeah.
sure you chop that up. Make sure you chop that up and put that in a soundbite.
Yeah. Chop. I'm chopping screwed around here. All right. So next week, the ladies gonna come at you with that fire as always.
Yes.
But make sure you come back. And on the way back here to watch the ladies, make sure you give a shout out to your friends and tell them to come join you. Watching us though is not require you putting gas in the car. It's a free ride. Come on and hang with Data Affirm The Real.
Yeah,
Like
let's
and
do it.
share. I'm
Comment.
Marcus Goodwin.
I'm Don, aka Drinking Lady the Poet.
And we'll see you next time.
Peace.
Enough.